Hello all, welcome back for another tea video. This is the Steep Spot. Thank you guys for joining in today. I'll have a little bit of a tutorial or an informative video today, and that is loose leaf tea for beginners. Everything you need to know. All right, so let's dive into the first difference you'll get in a tea world is loose leaf versus tea bags. So tea bags being the more convenient, the more conventional, and the traditional being loose leaf. So what this means is tea bags, you all know a tea bag, but loose leaf is where the actual tea leaves themselves or the herbal infusion uh, that you basically buy in packets. And this is then what you use to make your tea. So your gear needs to be a little bit different. I have made a full video of the essentials, but I'll go over it again. You'll need a teapot to steep your tea, a strainer, and a teacup. That's the basics of loose leaf. That's the only things you need extra. With the tea bag, you'll often just drop it into your teacup, warm boiling water. That's it. Loose leaf, on the other hand, is a little bit more of a process. There's almost what I like to call a ritual behind it. So that means that you will slow down, you will measure out your loose leaf, how much you would like in the cup. Then you would measure the boiling water, then the steep time. So this anticipatory stage of waiting for the tea to steep is actually part of the ritual. So that's just why I personally like loose leaf. It's what got me into the whole loose leaf world. And the next part is I'm just going to slightly explain what I have tried and some recommendations I would do for loose leaf for beginners. So if you watched some of my previous videos, I did do a review of each of the blends that I've tried, and some of them would include stuff like Japanese Sencha green tea, which is steamed green tea, gunpowder green tea, which is Chinese green tea. I have also tried a world of herbal infusions. So just a quick note, true tea comes from the Camellia sinensis plant. Everything else is a herbal infusion. That's just some distinction I often like to include in my videos, is because everyone just calls tea as tea, and that can be chamomile, it can be rooibos, it can be real tea, but the difference is true tea has to come from the Camellia sinensis plant. So once we have that description out of the way, let me continue with what I have tried. It was the green teas, and then something I absolutely loved was the Earl Grey Blue Bliss. So if those unaware, Earl Grey is a black tea with bergamot and citrus oil. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then also the herbal infusions that I've tried. There's a lot of nice rooibos, chamomile, as well as. All right, so just another ones I've tried was the loose leaf herbal infusions. I absolutely love the Egyptian chamomile flowers. I found that their quality is real good in the loose leaf variety. Um, so just a couple of things is, yeah, if you have your gear, if you have a sauce to source loose leaf. I recently went into the supermarket and actually bought something off the shelf that was loose leaf, and it was surprisingly good. So where to source loose leaf, you can start there, but something I found with the online world, there really is an immense variety and quality available online. An example being the blends I tried came from Tea Amu. So that was a South African distributor. It was lovely. I actually know the owner. So that's where I source my blends from. But if you're in any part of the world, I can guarantee you that if you go online, you will be able to source a local loose leaf tea supplier. And then you will get your white tea, green tea, black tea, chai, oolong. Just a couple of names that you might be familiar with, as they are the different styles of teas that are available. So if you want to take away the process of searching for a tea dealer, I would invite you guys to join the Tea Circle. This is a newsletter that I put out to all my audience where I make my personal recommendations to loose leaf teas, or in fact any tea I find to be worthy to share. So if you would like to join the Tea Circle, the first comment of this video. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Not a lot, just a little bit to get you intrigued into the world of loose leaf tea. I thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing if you want to see more tea content. There's a lot more coming. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Steep better, feel better.